I'm Calum Byers, and I'm an Ezra coach. A topic that often comes up in coaching is resilience and how to become more resilient. In order to think about this, we need to be clear about what we actually mean by resilience. The way in which we define it, or how we think about resilience, can affect the options that are available to us. I believe that it's best thought of as a process. It's something that you do rather than something that you have. But it's a process that takes into account your personal capabilities and previous experience of adversity that have enabled you to adapt. And by thinking of it as a process, it can be learned, which is the key point. A useful analogy is to think of a bathroom sink with taps running water in and a drain letting water out. Adversities and stressors are like the water pouring into the sink. Resilience is the process of not letting water splash onto the bathroom floor by ensuring the water coming through the taps does not consistently exceed the water leaving through the drain. So how can we increase our resilience? Well, let's use our analogy. How would you ensure the water can stay in the sink? There are three ways. We could reduce the water coming into the sink. And this parallel is how we perceive the adversity, because it's the perception that matters. And if we can somehow reframe or reappraise the problems differently, we can reduce the water effectively coming into our personal sink. Or we could clear on a larger drain hole, or perhaps drill some more drain holes. And that's like coping. The water is coming into the sink, no matter how we've perceived it, but we have to manage this through practical steps that involve our mental, our emotional, and our physical resources, ones that we have ourselves or ones that we can get from others. Or finally, we could get a bigger sink. And this can be thought of as an adaptation. We've appraised the adversity, we've managed to cope with them, and we've learned how to adapt so that next time round we can handle more water or more adversity. So this is how I would describe it. Resilience is the process of effectively negotiating, coping with, and adapting to significant sources of adversity using capabilities or resources within the individual and their lives. And this definition combines the personal capabilities and the importance of adaptation with the idea that resilience is something that you do, and therefore it can be learned. And I think that's the key point. Rather than saying you have or you haven't got it, or waiting till you've survived a difficult experience, resilience is something that can be learned and you personally can develop it.